What's good, guys? Back again with another video. Now that we get a van running and so fixing little things here and there. So basically today we're going to be changing the driver door actuator. The reason why, because it don't work, and if the door lock don't open when I press a button, I can't open the trunk. So basically I have to unlock the driver door and then I can unlock the rest doors, and then the trunk will open. So I want to get this fixed, so when I lock the car, the hand will beep, when I lock it. So with that being said, let's go ahead. All right, guys, when you're changing the door actuator, you have to take off these stuff. You have to take off this little cover in here, and then you have, I think, 2 screws and then 1 screw here. Then you pry this up, and then you have a screw in the back in this corner here, and then you just pull the panel out. So this all you need. I think this everything you need to take apart the door panel. I use these so you don't damage the plastic, because some people use a screwdriver. So you just take this and push it in, and then you could get those. So I think you just start here, and then that's how you get those. So let's go. I had to go get one of these quick. Alright, guys, when you get the panel off, before you take it out, you gotta disconnect this wire, and then disconnect this. So you just take a flathead, push it, and then it'll come out. Alright, now we'll try to peel this back. Alright, guys, let me show you where the door lock actuator is. If you look in there, apparently, if you look in there, you'll see it's like 2 wires right there, and that's the door lock actuator. Alright, guys, we got the new one on to test it out. I'm gonna show you guys that it works. See, look, when I unlock it, you'll see it move. See it move? So that's unlocked. So right now it wouldn't lock because the door is open, but we know for sure this one is working. So I gotta go ahead and get that other one out, and then we should be good to go. Alright, guys, you gotta take out the latch here. So I had to use one of these. You take a hammer, you hit it, and then it loosens it. And you gotta use this to tighten it back up so it doesn't get loose. So let's go ahead. Then there's one more bolt you gotta take off before it can fully come out. So this one right here, screw that out, and then it'll come out. Alright, guys, I had to take off a couple little bit more stuff. There's a 10mm bolt that goes here that holds this. So you gotta get that out the way. So when the window slides down, it goes in that. So you gotta get that out the way. Then you gotta take off the rods on the door handles, both of them. You take out this little hole right, the cover here, and then you can see the rod in there, and then you take the little hook I use, and then you just pull it off, and then it'll just come out of place. So once you get those two off, then the whole thing will slide out, and then there's your actuator. So you just unbolt those things, and then you should be good to transfer it over. So let me go ahead and do that. All right, guys, to take apart this thing right here, got a screw like this. This goes there, but before you take that off, you gotta take this cover off. It's like this. You take the 3 bolts. See these 3 bolts here? 1, 2, 3. It's these long bolts. You get those out, and then right here you take the bottom out. You press this little lever here, and the whole thing slides out, and then you can access this bolt that goes here, and then these 2 little things here, it was here. So you squeeze those 2, and then everything disassembles. And then the actuator itself have 2 clips on the side. You pry these 2 out. There's one on both sides, and then you can see when I slide it back in, it goes in like this, like that. See how it clips in? And then make sure you put this thing back where it was. This right here. Yeah, you put that back there like how it was, and then after that you just put everything back, and you should be good to go. All right, when you get everything taken off for the door latch and stuff, just reverse put everything. So when you take out these plastic, after you peel it off, it won't stick again. I don't have anything to stick it, so what I had was this Velcro. So I just take that, stick that there, just put in 4 spots. So I used what I had, so that'll keep that stay on and help with the air. So air blows through the window, and then it'll, you wouldn't hear any like. All right, guys. Once you take everything back off, the same steps you do, you just reverse it. So as you see now, if I lock it, it'll actually unlock. See? And then if I close the door, it should lock and unlock. See? Lock. So, and then the next one I gotta do, you see, look. See how that one don't work? And then this one works. So basically I gotta change that one too, and that one is a more complicated side to do because it's actually a sliding door. So yeah, I gotta find out how to do that one, and then I'll make a video on it.